Welcome to today's Perspectives on Prayer. We're learning about the Birchot HaTorah, the blessings we recite in the morning in preparation for learning Torah. Interestingly, there are two brachot, La'asok b'divrei Torah and also Asher bachar banu. Something very, very unusual. The Aruch HaShulchan, in fact, questions these two brachot and explains that ultimately it's because we are making the equivalent of a bracha before learning and a bracha after learning. Since learning never ends, therefore we say those two brachot together, of La'asok b'divrei Torah and also Asher bachar banu. This bracha is of extreme importance, and it's because this is one of only two brachot that are midioraita from the Torah. The first bracha that everyone knows is the Birchot HaMazon, ve'achalta v'savata u'verachta, that you should eat, be satisfied, and then make a bracha. And the Birchot HaTorah come from Havu Godel Elokeinu, let's make God great. Let's give greatness to God via this bracha over his Torah. But still, why are there two different brachot? What is the difference between the first bracha of La'asok b'divrei Torah and the second bracha of Asher bachar banu? The Bach and the Taz both comment on the bracha of La'asok b'divrei Torah, to work, to be engaged with Torah. And the Bach explains that ultimately we are blessing God and thanking him for the opportunity that we have to be fully immersed in Torah. Lilmod al menat lekayem, to learn Torah in order to fulfill Torah. And the Taz says that the way we should be learning Torah is derech masau matan, just like we would do any other asik, just like we're involved in commercial exchanges. That level of intensity needs to be with learning of the Torah. While the Asher bachar banu mikol amim, that bracha discusses our relationship with God. It discusses the fact that God chose us to receive Torah, and it also blesses God for giving us the Torah. It is about the relationship that we have with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And therefore, every morning when we say these two brachot, not only do we understand that Torah is always part of our lives, but that there are two aspects to Torah. There is the practical and there is the spiritual. There is the fulfillment of the Torah and the ultimate goal of Torah. There is doing mitzvot and drawing closer to God. La'asok b'divrei Torah and Asher bachar banu. Two very important brachot we need to recite each and every day.